Hey guys, and welcome back to the e-commerce uptick. My name is Daniel Chabert, and I'm super excited to get back on track with my podcast. I say that every single episode, but pretty big announcement. I am going to sort of separate the podcast into three different tracks because I'm working on so many things and I want to talk about it. And I think it's valuable for a lot of people to hear a little bit about everything. So the first track is the one e-commerce. I'm going to share conversion tips, scaling tips, hiring, growing and scaling, all that stuff that you're used to. It's going to continue. And then the two new tracks are pretty exciting. The second one is the SaaS vlog, where I just document everything I'm doing related to Supersonic, which is my new software that I'm building right now, solving a huge e-commerce issue with a lack of tracking and data. And I'm just going to be talking about the ups and downs in building this and some of the things I'm going through. And the episode today will be about the SaaS vlog, and I'm going to show you some of the things we're working on and some of the big challenges. And then the last track is going to be an agency vlog where I talk about how I'm scaling the agency, what I'm going through, and how we work with our clients, so forth. For all of you out there that are considering working with an agency, maybe you're an agency yourself, I think it can be super valuable for you to understand what we're going through. And also, how we tackle some of the issues we're having with a client, or how we are discovering a new method for getting better results. So those are the three tracks, and I hope you enjoy them. Obviously, you can just pick and choose. If you don't like the SaaS stuff, then just skip that episode and you go straight to some of the stuff that makes sense for you. All right, so let's dive into my SaaS vlog number 2. So I gave you a previous update a couple of months back regarding this software that I'm developing, and it's been a bumpy ride since then. I think we spent about $30,000 to $40,000 in development fees since the last time I talked. So it's multiple developers working at any given time, and we're building a tool that allows you to track 100% of the data you have in your store inside of GA4, right? That's really valuable because a lot of the decisions you're making in terms of, what's not working, what's working, where are we leaking conversions, maybe you're doing CRO already, right? That's based on GA4 data. And right now, for example, when we work with a lot of clients, we're not seeing the full picture. So we want to solve that with Supersonic, which is our software. But this is just like phase 1. It goes far beyond that. Right now, we finished a feature to integrate directly into Meta, so Facebook and Instagram and so forth. So then what we're really doing here is you are getting 100% of your data from your Shopify store or whatever you're using directly inside of your ad manager. So you know how Triple Whale is trying to do, perfect attribution and all that stuff, and they're trying to create these algorithms so you can understand projected revenue and all that stuff. But you don't even need that. You can use it, but imagine if you can actually make sound decisions inside of your ad manager. And we're going to enable that with passing all that data through a data warehouse, where we have launched a bunch of automated scripts, a little bit of machine learning, a little bit of AI, and combining that together, what we are able to do is clean up the data, set it up correctly, and then shoot it over with API to Facebook. And this is called server-side tracking, and a lot of you guys are familiar with that. But the problem is that it's still not perfect, a lot of these server-side solutions. And it's really because they haven't been able to crack the previous step until that, the data warehouse solution where you set up the data correctly. And then pass it over to Facebook. So we're solving that, and it's cool. Next one is Google, and then we're doing TikTok and some of the other, Klaviyo and so forth. So we're going to integrate it into everything you could think of that makes sense for your business. And that allows you to go into Klaviyo, go into Google and so forth, and just make better decisions when you're running your ads. And it's cool. We've seen some, test results already where we saw an immediate 20% additional data inside of ad accounts. So that's been really, really exciting to see. And sometimes that's the difference between turning off a campaign or leaving it on or scaling it more because you're just not sure what's going on. But I think even more powerful than just getting full data clarity is also that the Facebook algorithm has the best potential to give you the best results, because it has, all the phone numbers, all the emails, all the addresses and names and everything uploaded, inside. You have 100% matching score in your events, which is very difficult to get out of the box. So that's really cool. We're just constantly developing things. Honestly, I feel excited about it. I can feel that I have sort of a burning desire to continue on this journey with the software, and I'm really loving everything about it. But I also have this, worry or anxiety that things might break as I, build the software, and, what if clients are not happy, and so there's a bit of, I would say, a little bit nervous about going live, and I think that's also one of the issues we have as founders or software companies, is that we never launch because we just want to keep working on it until it's perfect. But ultimately, it's never really perfect. There's always going to be bugs, and you're never really going to find those bugs until you have a live tool where you can really, stress test the software, and you'll find new issues that you never found before. So I think, I have to just remind me that it's time to get out there. There will be some bad reviews and there will be some good reviews, and just have to learn from every single customer, take really good care of them, and just make sure that even if something goes wrong, you have their back, right? So that's what I'm trying to remind myself of, and hopefully that will carry on. But we're about, I would say, 2 weeks from launch, and we're going to launch on Shopify. They have their own app store where you can launch ads, and you can really scale that in there. So we're going to try to launch ads. We're going to try to, obviously promote it in there. But we actually think the biggest unlock for our SaaS tool is going to be through agency partnerships. So we are right now creating sort of a dashboard where you can log in, you can see all the clients that are giving you access to the tool. And also in the future, doing, a partnership where we share commissions with the agencies so they can see, exactly how much they're making, how much they're projecting to make next year or next month, sorry. But also clicks and other things that they could generate, maybe unique UTMs and all these other things that are really important for people to scale if they want to run ads or something else. You're really going to give them all the tools to promote the software. So yeah, that's what's really going on with the SaaS tool. I think the next phase is going to be really exciting, obviously with all the integrations. But we are going far, far, far beyond this stuff here. I think what's going to be exciting is phase 2 and phase 3. Phase 2 is going to be where we even implement our own A/B testing tool inside of Supersonic. So can you imagine having all your data from Shopify store, being able to A/B test anything you want in the same software? And suddenly you have all this data that has never ever been combined before. Our hopes is that we can deploy AI on top of that, and we can predict better than any human where you should be A/B testing, what you should be A/B testing, and also over time what that design should look like. With Midjourney and all these other AIs coming out, the possibilities are endless. And we believe that agencies will change, and one, let's say, CEO specialist will be able to manage more clients because the AI and the software is doing more of the heavy lifting, right? And it becomes way more objective. So we're excited to launch this, and we really hope that this can become the number one A/B testing tool out there, especially because we kind of look more holistically through your business and allow you to do server-side tracking in the same tool, and then analyzing all that and giving you inputs on what you should be testing. So yeah, that's really exciting, nervous and exciting at the same time. I hope this is useful for some of you guys out there that are potentially launching your own software or just want to kind of follow the journey here. I'm going to give you another update once we launch, tell you about all the things that we need to fix, and maybe a little bit about, how we plan to run marketing and some of the initial results in the beginning. So yeah, that was it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and we'll speak soon again.